Yesterday we were studying about the matrix. Okay, so today we again try some matrix, how we could add the matrix, how we could subtract the matrix. So I am making a matrix 3 by 3. So I think the M1 is 2 by 3 matrix and M2 is 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so I make some other matrix. I'm making M3 matrix, which is 3 by 3. Okay, so I'm putting some numbers there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 elements are there. And n row, that is 3. And I just make this matrix. And M2 matrix we already prepared over there. That was 3 by 3 matrix. So I just run these also. So you see we have two matrices, 1, 3 and 3. 1, 3, 1, 3. This way. So we are getting this matrix. If you want to view, you could click here. You could see here also that matrix. This matrix also you could see here. If you want to print, you just run it. And I also select this and run it. So this is the M2 and M3 matrix we have. Okay. Now we are going to add these two matrices. Addition, subtraction, we could perform when the order of the matrix is same. Order means one matrix is 3 by 3, other should be 3 by 3. If one is 2 by 3, other should be 2 by 3. So order must be same. Okay. So I am adding M1 plus M2. Oh, not M1, M2 plus M3. And I run it. So I'm getting this. You see how it is working. So 4 plus 5, 9, 7 plus 0, 7, 10 plus 4, 14. So their corresponding elements it will add on. Similarly, if you want to subtract it, it's also very easy. M1 minus M2. Look at M1, there is no M1, is not like that. M2 minus M3. So we are getting in this way. We could also multiply the matrix, the corresponding elements will multiply. It is not the matrix multiplication, but it is the simple multiplication. M1, M2 into M3. So I am getting the multiplication of the corresponding elements like 4 into 5, 20, 7 into 0, say 0, 10 into 4, 14. This way, the corresponding, it is not a matrix multiplication. Okay. So just a moment. Then I could divide it. Generally, we could divide the matrix, but here in the R, we have sometimes we require these sort of things. So we could divide the corresponding elements in the matrix. We have to divide sometimes. So we could divide in this way. You see. So when you divide some element by 0, you will get the infinite. Okay. So there are the division. There are so many numbers after decimal places. So if I want to control the round offs, these decimal numbers, so I will write the function round, and I will just after comma I will put how many numbers I want after decimal places. So I just want 2. So I'm getting after decimal place 2 number. If I write 3, I will get 3. If I write nothing, I will get without decimal places number. Okay. So this is a way we could round it off, and we could add, multiply, divide the matrix. But if we want the actual multiplication of the matrix, so that would be like this. Percent asterisk percent asterisk percent. Here is M2 we have, but it is 3 by 3. Both is the 3 by 3. The result we will get the 3 by 3. This is the matrix multiplication. Okay, the mathematics students already know these all thing, how we multiply the matrix. So we will not go in deep. So if we have to take the inverse of a matrix, we could also perform that. So there is a library we use for the inverse of a matrix, that is the matlib library. And this library we have to install. Okay, I have already installed it. How we could install the libraries or the packages, sorry, I will show you the how we could. So here you see there is a packages. You just go here and click on install, and you will get one pop-up window, and here you write the name of the package. So I would like you install few packages which are very important, just like dplyr, LDPLYR. You install this and you click on the install, or always be check here. Install dependencies are very compulsory, and it will take friction of second. Okay, within a minute the packages would be installed. One dplyr you install, second Cypher, you install this Cypher also. Okay, then tidier, then after tidier, TIDYR, install ggplot2. Okay, so one by one you install this, and this matplotlib, if you want to install, you could like matlib, sorry, not matplotlib, that is in the Python. Matlib, you could install it. I have already, so I'm not installing this. Whenever we want to use some function from that library, that package, we have to run the import the library, not that. So we will write the library is our syntax, and in the bracket you will write the name of that package, and you will run it. So you will get it is import now, and we want the inverse of M2. So I will just write the inverse. You see, when I am writing the inverse, there is a library name. The package name is the matlib is there. Getting it? Okay. So M2. So the inverse of M2, if you see, oh, X is numerically inverse of M3. I take. Okay, M2 is not possible because M2's determinant is 0. So we could not find the that or we could find the date of if you want to know the determinant. So I will show you again. Determinant det. So it is the R basic command. There is no library required for the determinant. So into determinant, if I see, I am getting this, it is negligible. If I take this in round off, oh, I have taken round this. Sorry, I have to take the round of this. So it is 0. The determinant of M2 is 0. So we are unable to get the that inverse matrix of M. Okay. But M3 we are getting the inverse matrix. If I show you the determinant of M3, you will see this is minus 103. So we are able to get the inverse of this matrix. Okay. So this is all about the matrix. And then the next data type is array. Array is nothing, it's just the three-dimensional basically. There are many matrices in an array. So I will show you that the arrays are the data objects which can store data in more than 2 dimensions. Okay. For example, if we create an array of dimension 2 by 3 by 4, so the 2 by 3 matrix, you will get the 4 2 by 3 matrix. Then it creates 4 rectangular matrices, each with 2 rows and 3 columns. So I will show you how we could make an array. So the function is array. So I am taking the first A1 array, and that A1 array, the function is array only in a small. And first I will write the number of elements. So I want to make array of 2 by 3. I want to make 2 by 3 array, 4 matrices. Okay. So 2 by 3 is 6. 6 into 4 times 24 elements I required. So I take it from 3 to 27. This is the data set, the vector I am going to use there. And dimension I will write dim. Dim is for dimension. So dimension is very simple, as I have shown you. Here I will show you the syntax. The dim we write in this way. So we will write the dim 2 by 3 by 4, and I run it. Now I will print this. So you see this is my array. The first array will start from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. So it will take the number of elements, whatever is required. The remaining it will give up. The 27 it will not include here. Okay. Because that finish it from 3rd to 26, it's total 24 elements. Okay. So this is the array. We don't have to go in deep with array, but the main data type we use, that is data frame. Okay. So now the 4th data type is the data frame. So we are making first data frame. How we could make a data frame? Generally, we don't make the data frame. We create the data frame in R. We just read the whatever the CSV format file and the Excel file, sheet, SQL. These are all in a data frame format. We read in R. We generally avoid to create a data frame in R. If you have to create a data frame, you create in the Excel. You make the entry in Excel. It would be easier. But in if you write in R, it will be difficult. So I will show you how we could create a data frame. we have to use the vector with name. Okay. So I am making a data frame of 3 variables with 5 uh, observations. So first variable v1, and this variable I am using um, 5 elements, then comma second v2. V2 I am using 6 to 10, and third I am taking variable like uh, fruits name. So banana, mango, orange, apple, cherry. I create this data frame and I will print it now. Shailesh, please you mute your mic.
So already mute.
No, it is it is not muted.
It is
Shailesh.
showing mute.
Yes, Shailesh, your mic is on. I mute from here. Now it is muted now. Sorry. Sorry, we are printing it. You see, this is my data frame, first variable, second variable, third variable. So in this way, if I want to see this data frame in the view this data frame, I will get in this way. There are the column, 3 columns are there. So in this way, we could see the data frame. We could also access the element through the data frame. That's very easy. Just like list and vector we have seen. If I want to see the first, if I just if I want to select the variable only, so then just I put the dollar sign, I will get the all variables name in drop down menu. Then I could select any one. This I am going to select. Okay. So you see I have done here 2 and here also 2. So it is taking 2.1. Just I write here 3 and again I run it. So it is now okay. And if I just put the dollar here, so I select the second column. If I run it, so I am getting the values of the second column. Okay. So column in this way I could see, and if I want to select the row, I have to use the same technique you could also use. If I want to select the fourth row, 4 comma. So I'm getting the fourth row, 8, 9 apple. Okay. And the fourth no row and V2 and V3 column I'm going to select. So I am not writing down the name. If I have to write down the name, then V1, V2, sorry, and V3. And if I run this, so I will get the V2 and V3 with fourth row. Okay. If I want to give the index instead of name, so it is the second column or it is the third column. I could write in this way also. I will get the same output. So you have to practice this thing. You have to access the elements from the data frame, from the matrix, from the list, from the vector. And you have to also substitute some values. And you have to change the values of the element. So this was all about the data types we have studied. Now we will see some basic functions of R. Basic syntax. So basic syntax, first we see the first syntax, we will see the substitute and G sub and G sub function. And sub and g sub function, I am here writing down one address, and that address is like anything. Write the address. Suppose this is my some address I have written here hypothetically, and if I print this address, so I will get this address. They are the forward slashes everywhere, and I want to convert this forward slash in hyphen. So what I will do, I am taking another name for that address. The new name I am giving for your better understanding. So I am substituting. The sub function is for the substitute. So I am substituting uh, uh, what I want to substitute. I want to substitute hyphen instead of forward slash in address. I just see because I'm a little bit. So if I again print this add one, and you will see, oh, nothing happened because I have just done the mistake here. Pattern and replacement by this. The pattern is this which I want to substitute, and the replacement is this. So we could easily see this, and if I run this, and so what happens, what difference you are getting here? Are you getting some difference in both the address?
Hyphens.
Only the one hyphen has changed, and one forward slash has changed into a hyphen, but I want the all forward slash to be changed. So what I will do, for all I will use the g sub function. Okay, so I will show you. I am writing the add to, or I am using the add. In the add, you see all are the forward slash. So all together I want to change g sub. Instead of sub function, I will use the g sub function. The remaining thing would be same. Only the function name will change. I will print this add to. You see all the forward slash is converted in hyphen, has been converted in hyphen. Does that make sense to you? Yes.
It's
I just
applicable only on slash sign. We can change any of the sign.
any. I will show you the practical use of this. Don't worry, I'm just showing you that practical use. I just open new project here. See, we have a one file here, CSV, .csv file, which is same as we see in the Excel. So I'm going to read that file here. Okay. So I will show you that file here by first through this folder. I open that file particular. Census underscore data. You see, this is a file, but this is not file usable for me. Okay, I will open some other file that is not useful. This is also not useful. Just a moment. I just take that file from which file I have read here. Amount requested, interest rate. Okay. Oh, it is not showing in that file. So I read that file here. I'm giving the name to that file MD. What I'm going to read. File is somewhere else, not is in this folder. This is my working directory. My working directory is this. I will show you R fundamentals. So in this folder, whatever the file I could see here, but that file is not here, which I require. It is somewhere in some other folder. So how we could fetch that file here? Okay. So that is the CSV format file. So I will read .csv command I will give, and I have to choose a file from some other folder. So I will write the command file.choose and keep it blank. Just run it, control enter, and you will get pop-up window. Now you could search that file where it is, and I know where it is. So I will get it from there. So that file name is bankful. So I'm going to read that file. So there you see we have the 45,211 observation, and it is showing us the one variable only. How it is possible? So you see the comma separated file basically, but the column has been separated by the semicolon instead of comma. So sometimes this sort of file we could not open. So we add one more attribute, which is called the separator, or we write the word separator has been used in this file. So the colon, semicolon has been used for separating the column. So we will use the separator as semicolon, and I again read this file. So you will see, again I will get that and I will go to that folder, and again I have to select that file. Now see, there are 17 variables. Now I will show you, we could view this file. Now it is in a proper way. Are you getting it? But it is not useful here for me. I will see that is some other file where I want some percent. So I just see that. Again we read without the separator. And I see where it is. Just a moment. So this is a file 2500 variable observations and 15 variables. Here you see we have a column interest rate. Are you getting this column interest rate? And when we do some calculation, so this due to this percentage symbol, it is a character, it is not a numeric. So I will show you whenever we read a data, So in the R, first we see the structure of the data. str for the structure. I just run it and I will show you the structure of this data. You see it is a data frame having 2500 observation, 15 variables. First observation is ID, which is the ID of the respondents or the your client, whatever. The amount requested for loan is 20,000, but it is under quotes. So it is character. It is not numeric. So we have to convert these are in character. Okay. So this is the pre-processing of the data. We have to do lots of pre-processing in this data. Here also it is character, but we could convert this in numeric. There are numbers. Amount funded by the investor. And the interest rate, you see there is due to this percentage sign, we could not convert this directly in numeric format. So we have to remove this percentage symbol first. Okay. So I will show you where we use the GSub function. So what I am going to do, AMD dollar, I will select that column interest rate. In interest rate, I will use the GSub function. And what I want to change, I want to change the percent. And I don't want anything instead of percent symbol. I don't want to substitute anything there. So I just put the quotes, blank quotes. Even I want to use the space. And where I am going to do this, AMD dollar interest rate. Got it? If I run this, and I will show you that data frame. So you see there is no percentage symbol are there now. Got it? You got the use of this?
Yes, sir.
GSub function?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Here also we could remove this percent symbol with the same function. Okay. There are so many things we could do. We could remove these months, okay, from here. So this all we could do through the GSub function and the sub function and some other functions I will tell you today. So this is the very important function, GSub function. Okay. Second thing, if we see again the structure of this, so still it is character. So we have to convert this in numeric form. So that's very simple. That the same column I am taking for converting as dot numeric function you have to use. And under that the same you have to write. Now I will show you the structure. So it is numeric. Got it?
So we can do vice versa also. Like if we don't have the percentage sign, then we can add it through GSub function.
No, there is a paste function we use.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. There are some other functions. Generally, we remove these things when we do the analysis. Otherwise, you could not do the arithmetical operation in the statistics or the mathematics. You could not apply. Similarly, we will do the s dot numeric with this column also. Okay. So this is the thing where we use this sub and GSub function. Now the second function we are having paste and paste 0. Paste 0. I'll show you how we could do it. Suppose we take x. And x I am writing y. So this, if I run this, you will see X is Praveen and the Y is Parmar. These are the with character and the number over. We could use the paste function for both. If there is one number and one character, we could also use it. I will show you that. So I want to use the paste function and X comma Y. You see what will happen. Okay. It has been concatenation. It is called the concatenation. What? So it has been concatenated. Praveen Parmar. So similar way, if you want to, with interest rate, you want to do in that MD, we have to make a new column mutation. Okay. So that is the new column. I am writing the new in the MD, and I will do it by paste and MD dollar interest rate comma %, and I run it, and I will show you this data frame. This is a new column. Got it? But there is a space between 88.9 and percentage sign. Here you see in the original column there is no space. So I don't want any space here. So I have two options. One, I could use the separator in the paste function. And the separator, I will not write anything, blank separator. Even I will not use the space, and I run it. And I will show you now. So it is, there is no space between. Does that make sense to you? Same thing we could do without this separator. If I want to, I am giving some new one name. One more column I am adding. I am using the paste 0 function with the MD dollar, or I am using some other what was that? One more column was in the percentage, that is a column name was debt to income ratio. So just use the debt to income ratio. Percent. Oh, there is already percent. Okay, there is so I do in the same interest rate. So I am running the paste 0 instead of paste, and you will see the new one. Already there is no space. I have not mentioned the separator here in the paste 0. If you use the paste 0, it will not give any space or anything between. But if you use the paste, then it will give space. Okay. And if you have to concatenate it without any space, then you have to use the separator in paste. But in paste 0, you do not require any separator. Does that make sense to everyone? Yes. Any doubt?
So paste 0, can you explain it once more? Paste 0.
Paste 0, we will not get if I use the paste 0 here, Praveen Parmar, if I have written here. So you will see we are getting the space here in the paste function.
Yes.
If I use the paste 0, and again run this. What I am getting here?
Okay, we're not getting any space in between.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sir, what exact difference in new file and new project?
New file.
In the left side, there in file option drop down, there are two options like new file up above that. New file and new project.
New file, you will take that R script you want to, you will get that in the same project. But the new project is totally different project. Okay, you will create a new project. So I will show you how to create the project. Okay?
Yeah, I saw that.
I will show you because the simultaneously we work on the various project. At the moment, we suppose that I have got so many PhD thesis and statistical analysis at the same moment. The 4 or 5 statistical analysis I do generally in a month. So I have various projects. Okay. So there may be by the name. So these are the project name I have given. The VEGV Laboratory and ISA, and these are the. So how we could create a project? First, I will show you. This is the, if I click any project, it will open. Okay. So if you have to create a new project, just click here, and the current project, it will ask you want to save this or not. So I say that save. So the thing would be here, will be saved in the global environment. And it will give me one pop-up window like this. So there are, you see, there are 3 options. One is for create a project, new directory, existing directory, or version control. So version control is not so important. New directory means you have not created folder up to now for that project. New directory means here the folder. Got it? So I don't have any folder, and I want to create a folder also for this project. So I just click here, and I will click on the new project, and here I will write the name of the folder. Suppose I am going to write the name of the folder XYZ, and this is on the desktop I want. Wherever you want, you could browse it. Okay, but I want this on the desktop, so I could delete it later on. I create this project. So you see now here the project name is XYZ. Getting it? This is the new project. In this folder, XYZ folder, there is only one file, that is the project file. If I close it, and I also close this all, you see there is XYZ folder is here. So this directory, new directory I have created here, I will open this here. You see there is R history and the project file only. Now the R is not open in my system. So from here I could open that project with R. If the hexagonal R is written here, so R project file. If I just double click here, the same project, with the same project, I open the R. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Sir, can you explain once again, sir, creating a project?
Okay. Suppose we are going to create a new project. Okay. Or we don't have any folder. I want to create the folder also. So I want to create the folder name ABC now.
Sir, where we have to click for new project, sir?
New project.
No, sir. Starting from environment phase, we have to click for new project, or from
Here,
the
here,
file
here,
name?
here you see on the right side, top right, where
Yes,
the
sir.
project name is given. Here you have to click. Here you see. Getting?
Yes, sir.
You just click here, and the new project, top one, and the ABC I am writing here. And the wherever you want to keep that folder, that project, you could browse it from here. And I'm just putting a, suppose I am putting in the documents. So I will click here in the documents. So it will go in the document. Okay, there is, I have to select the folder. So ABC folder is here or not? I think it should be. And that folder name is document. You have selected a library, please choose a folder instead. Okay, we have selected the library, we have to select the folder. So I will create new folder. In that I will create, so I just keep it on the desktop. So desktop is not a, so you will see this new project ABC is now open. Or if I close this and I will go here, I will get the ABC, getting it. I just open it. So this is the folder has been created automatically. This is R project. If I click here, R project R will, this project will open with R. Got it? Any doubt here? Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
sir.
One more thing. Suppose I have a folder. I have a folder, some files are there. Suppose some files I put here. From my documents, I put some file. This folder is somewhere in my system. Okay. So suppose I send this folder, cut, and send this folder to documents. I paste here. This folder is here, ABC folder is here. Got it? There are some already files of that project, related files is already there. The some data and the some PDF format sheets are there. And now what I do, I open the R. That is not a project. That file is not a project. Okay. That file is not a project because there is not R project file in that folder. So what I will go, I will do here, I will create a new project and with existing directory. Existing directory matlab I have already that folder. Okay, where I want to create a project. The folder to which I want to create as a project. Got it? So I will use the, yes, for the every project you have to create a separate project for the every work. Okay, for the different tasks you have to create the different project. So whenever you open that project here in R, so you could access the file from here itself. All the files, Word file, if you want to read, you could read from here. You just click, it will open in the Word. I will show you that thing later on. So in the existing folder, I want to create projects. So I will browse it and I will go to that folder, that is the ABC folder in the documents. I just open it and I just create a project. So now you see this ABC is there. So this file were already there. This three files, and this project file has been developed over there. Now if I, this is my documents, Word document, I will just click here or it will be open. Got it? This is the PDF format file. So it will be open here. Okay. I have this import data set or view file. So I could view file here. But this CSV file, if you want to see in the form, then you have to open from the folder. You could see in the Excel. Okay. Otherwise, you will get in this way. Okay. We could import it also. So that's import you are getting in this way, and we import it. It has been imported. You could view here. Okay. Previously we are getting in this way. Now we are getting in this way. Okay. So in this way you could see the file. So now you understand how to create a project. So here
Yes,
the file menu you were asking me, new project. So it would be the same process. What we were doing from the right side, here we are doing from the left side. The process is same. So I just don't save it. And the same process will we have to follow. Got it? Any doubt? Somebody asked me this thing. No?
No, sir.
Okay, Raji. So you got it? The same, what we are doing from the right side, we could do from here also the file menu. Okay.
Yes,
Other
yes, sir.
process is same. Now you also asked what is there is the new file. So R script, if I ask, so R script will open here in this project. Okay. So this R script has been opened. Now one more R script I want to open. The second R script, whatever you want to open from here, R markdown. You have to give some name. R markdown file. So you could open any sort of file what are being used in R. Always create a new folder for every project. Import file. Import file. Just click here. There are two options: view file and import file. Then you will see here it is the delimited by comma, and this is not much important, but just put here so we could view it. Okay, we could view it, but we could not access this file. This is our environment now. Here you will not get any command on the script side, but in the here you will get this command. Okay, it is in environment. Now you could access it. df5. I want to see the structure of this. No? Look at it. It is giving me the structure, but it's a table, 5 by 5 table it is giving me. Okay. You could see the structure also here. Or if you read proper way, it would be better. Okay. If you read in this way, this file, I will show you. Suppose df5, we are writing the name df, object name here, and I'm going to read.csv. And in quotes, we have to write always file name df5. And the extension is very, very compulsory to write in quotes, CSV. Now, this df is better. If I see the structure of this df, it would be look nice. Better than that. Previously, we have got this structure. Now it's the pure data frame. So this is from the CSV file. We could also read the Excel file here. I will show you. For Excel file, we could read any sort of file. SPSS file, we could read SAS file here. We could read any sort of file. Yeah. Or we could write in any format. Whenever you do some changes in the data set, and then in that file, you want to save that file after doing some changes and some manipulation in the data, or you want to save that file again in your system with a different name. So you could save in a different any format. You could use the SS format. You could use the .sav format, which is for the SPSS, Excel, text format, CSV format, any format you could save it. But the other format require library, some packages. So here you have to install for reading the Excel file, you have to install the package. I will just import the library because I have already that package. Read Excel package you have to install. Okay. So from you, where you will install package from here. Okay. Read Excel and just click on the install, it will be installed. Now I want to read a Excel file. So I just give a name MD and read underscore Excel. Okay. This. And file dot choose. But it is somewhere else, that file. So I will get one pop-up window. Sometimes the pop-up window does not pop up here. So it is on the task me. So you click here and you go. Here I am using one. These are all comma separated. This is the Excel sheet exercise file. And a Microsoft Office Excel 97. So I am using it. So there are 15 observations and 5 variables. So if I show this, so this one is that. Okay. So in Excel sheet, you generally see there are more than one sheets in Excel file. So in default, it will read the first one. If I want to read the second one, then what I will write? Sheet 2. Now you see 365 observations, 17 variables. The other sheet have the different sort of data. Got it? Is there any doubt? Celis? Yes. Anyone has any doubt here?
No, sir.
So the Excel, whenever you read the Excel file, you have to mention the sheet. If it is not the first sheet, with the second sheet, third sheet, fifth sheet, 25th sheet. So you mention the sheet number. So that sheet will open here. Okay. But in CSV format file, there is only one sheet. Okay. So that is the difference between both. But the CSV file will also open in the Excel. Does that make sense to you now, this thing? Okay. We come to our previous project against one. So this I have explained you the paste function and the paste zero function, sub function and the G sub function. Now we see some more functions which are the related to strings. So I will just show you here. Substring function. Substring function. So suppose I have an IP address of a system and string, the number, the whatever thing is should be in the string. Just it should be in the quotes. So it is a string. So if I show you this, So you will get under the quotes this on. This is the character now. Okay. And I want to choose from third place to ninth place number only. Third to ninth. From this IP. So substring function I will use IP in IP first data where you and start and end. Okay. So you see it is the third 2 4 0, then space will be count as number and 786. Got it? So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Does that make sense to you? Substring. Any doubt?
No,
I will,
sir.
I will show you this here. You see one FICO range is there. You see one column is FICO range. Are you getting this? I will show you the practical use of this substring. So you see 3 digits are there and the 3 digits are here in the lower limit and the upper limit. 3 digit numbers. Okay. So what we do in this class interval data in statistics, when you perform some question of, if you have to find out the mean and you have this class interval series group data, then what you will do with this? Generally what we do with this? Yeah,
We'll
manually.
find mid value, sir.
Mid values. So we require the mid value. But if I show you the structure of this, again, so look at here, this is a character. Where is that? This one. This is a character, FICO range. Okay. So we could not perform any arithmetical operation here. We could not add these two and divide it by 2. And we have to add these two and divide by 2. We have to take the mid value. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to substring this and then substring this. We will make some other column. Okay. So how we could perform it, I will show you.
Sir, rather than that, we can change the whole column into numeric, no, sir, as dot numeric of the column name.
But there
We'll
is
change.
hyphen. Hyphen will not allow you to convert this in numeric.
Okay, sir.
Okay. It is a special character. So you will separate the first 3 digits, which is the lower limit. You will make another new column. So I will make a column. Name is suppose this is the FICO range. So F1. F1 name column I am making. Okay. New column. And how I am making? So I am using the substring. Okay. Substring of MD $FICO range. Okay. And from 1 to 3. Does that make sense to you now? Any doubt? And I run it. And I will show you that data frame. Look at here F1. Got it? Yes, lower limit we have got here. But still it is, I will show you the structure of this again. Still it is F1 is a character. Later on we will convert this in numeric. Okay. First I make the F2 also. New column. Right. We have from which place? So that is the 3, 4 is the hyphen. 5, 6, 7, 5 to 7. 5 to 7. Okay. And I will show you here. Look at here. These are the upper limits. Both are character. Now we will convert this in numeric. If I show you the structure now, look at here. These are the numeric. Now I would make a new column with FICO name. FICO only. So what I will do, F1 plus F2 divided by 2, or I could multiply it by 0.5 also. So I have two options. So F1 plus F2 divided by 2. Okay. F1 not found. Why? I have not given the data name. But generally we use the dplyr, then there is no requirement of the giving the data frame name again and again, and we use the pipe function. Okay, but if you're using the R basic compiler, then you have to write the whole thing. Look at here, FICO. If you add on these two and divide by 2, you will get the 737 and 717 in this way. So this column is now useless for us. So you could remove this column. The FICO dot range is also useless for us. F1 is also useless for us. F2 is also useless for us. So now the main column, which is the mid value, having the mid value only the FICO. So we'll remove those three columns. MD. This is the basic R approach I am showing you. Okay. FICO dot range. I am removing this column. Got it? So FICO dot range, if you see here, you will not get that column here now. Okay. If I want to show you the names of the column, names right and MD. So there is no FICO dot range. F1 also I will remove. MD dollar F1. So just put the null in a capital. MD. You see, is it clear to you? How we could remove the columns from the data frame? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some important function I am going to tell you today more. There are many functions, but generally we could not involve in this 5-day session all the functions, but I am telling you few more important sequence functions. You all know the arithmetic progression or the arithmetic series. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about the sequence function. About the arithmetic progression, we know that there is a common difference between two consecutive terms. So I'm going to make a sequence, and it starts with 3 and ends with 54, and common difference is 5. Got it? 3 plus 5, 8 plus 5, 13 plus 5, 18. One more way. I am making from 2 to 25. And I want only 5 numbers having the same common difference. So I will write the length 5. 5 numbers. It will give me the 5 numbers. It will not give me the 5 common difference. Common difference would be same. The common difference would be common, but the total number I will get the 5. Does that make sense to you? This sequence function? Yes. Then another function is a repetition. I want to repeat a number, or I want to repeat a letter A 5 times. Okay. If I want to repeat 6 times, A B A B A B. But if I want this replacement, not the replacement will not repetition. Okay, each attribute we use generally here. Each why it is not taking. I just see, because we generally don't use this each 4. A B H 4. Okay, we don't write this thing. Suppose we want to use this each 5 times. I am writing the each 5 times. So you will see the difference is that this is the AB in the first case where we have not written anything. AB, just 6 I have written. If I have written the each 5 or each 6, then A would be 5 times come, then the B would be later on that. So this way we could see this thing repetition we could do in this way. Generally, rarely we use this function. After repetition, there is one function. I would like to explain that function. Suppose if I write this and I enter it, I'm getting 1 to 10 in a particular sequence. You see also here. But if I write a sample and 1 is to 10, you see. Next time if I again run, so what you are getting here? Can somebody explain me what is happening here? Yes.
So randomly it is selecting numbers.
Yeah, randomly it is selecting number every time. Okay. Sample is always random. We take the sample from the population. Always the main rule of taking the sample is the randomness. Okay. Sometimes suppose we have 1 to 10 and out of this I want only 5. Okay. So I am getting 5 out of 10 randomly. Okay. Always I will get the different 5. And if I write here replacement is true. So I could, there some number may be repeat or may not be. Here no number has been repeated, but next time if I run, 10 is repeated, no number repeated, 7 is repeated. So replacement true I have given. So it will give me the R, all the permutation and combination, whatever here. Does that make sense to you? If I want always the same number, suppose I am doing some work, I am partition the data in 2 parts as a training and testing. And the next day I want the same data. No, same random selected data. So I could set my seed here. So set dot seed, and I could use 1 to 9,99,999 any number here. So I just put the 4 and I run this and I run this. I am getting 83373. Next time I will also 83373, but I have to first run the set seed, the same set seed. Then if I change the set seed, I will get some other sequence. It is not a pure random. Every seed has a different algorithm for selecting. Got it?
Sir, what is set seed, sir? Can you repeat it once again?
It will give you the same, it will select always the same number. The 5 number I am selecting. If I select the 5 number from this 1 to 10 with this sample command, I will always get the different 5 number. You see now, if I run this only, every time I'm getting some different number or not getting. But I want the particular sequence I want every time. So I will set any seed over there. Or that seed I must remember what seed I have given. So it is on in the script, so it will be there. Okay. You could use any seed number, and that next time if you run with the same seed, you will get the same random number. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Practical application of set seed is that whenever we do the predictive analysis, machine learning, so we divide the data in 2 parts basically. One is the training and second is the testing. Training data and test data, or test data is also called the validation. So at that moment we have to randomly divide the whole data set in 2 parts. One for the training purpose we will use, and the other we will keep for the test, for evaluate the model. So at that moment what happens, we select the observations randomly. Okay, the first day you have done some pre-processing work and this all, it's a very lengthy process in the machine learning. It's not a 1 day task. Sometimes it take 5 days. It depends on the data, everything. It may 1 month, it may 2 months. So every time you have to run that script. No? So what will happen, the next day you are again sitting and you are tuning your model, and then you have to run that script and you have to select that data in the same way what you have applied yesterday. And if you are using this sample function, we use that sample function while the partition. So Next day you will get some other observations in the training data set if you don't use the set sheet. And it may, there, suppose in the that data there is some other pattern of observations are there out of that data. So your model, what you have worked on that model yesterday, it would be useless. You may get some different results. Does that make sense to you? So every time we require the same data for train the model, and the remaining data we use for test. Is it clear to all or not? Yes.
So in replace, can't we take false there? We always taking true there on.
No, false is in default.
Oh,
If I don't write in default, it is false. You will not. It will not repeat the number.
okay, sir.
But the condition is that the data must be greater than whatever you required for the population. It should be a population more than the sample size. This is our sample size 5, or this is our population. Understand? Suppose
Yes.
I want to create a liquor type scale. Liquor type scale, you know that the strongly disagree like this, na? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not certain, strongly agree. Suppose I am going to make that. So what I am doing, I am not using the strongly disagree. I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 integer. Okay. So 1 to 5 I am choosing. And I want 1000 observations. How many times? 1000 times, 1 to 5. Okay. So our population is only 5 integers, but our sample is 1000. Sample size is 1000. Thank you, Bimratu. Thanks. So our sample size is more than the population here, na? In the hypothetically, you think this. So if I run this, you will see what will happen. I am not writing here replace is equal to true. If I don't write, we see does it work or not. It will give us the error. So 1 to 5, how we could make the 1000 observation without any replacement. So replacement is true, is to be true there. So it could repeat. You see here, this is the 1000 observation data I have created fraction of second. Randomly. Strong. This is the disagree. This is the strongly agree. This is the agree. This is the strongly agree, strongly agree, strongly agree, strongly disagree. Does that make sense to you?
Sir, please repeat this step.
Okay.
Sample step.
So the sample, I am going to create a column from 1 to 5 number integers. Okay. These are only 5 I have. And I want this 1000 times. Got it? Suppose I am manipulating the data. No, I am creating new data, the fact data, which I use for my research, the fact research purpose. So I require 25 questions are there, but I have not given to anyone that form, but I want to create the responses here in R. Does that make sense to you? So the randomly I will choose those 1 to 5. The responses strongly disagree, these all. So I require the 1000 and I have only 5. So replacement is true is compulsory. Without replacement, you could not write that. It should be repeat. Repetition is allowed. Replacement means the repetition. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Repetition. Without repetition, you could not write 1000 times 1 to 5. Can we write 1 to 5 integers? There are only 5, so it will be written only 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could write in any sequence. 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. In this way. In this way you could write, but only the 5. Got it? But if you have to write the 1000 times, then the replacement is compulsory. Repetition is compulsory.
Okay, sir. Understand.
Got it? Now, this is the sample. That is very important function we use later on in the machine learning. Now the next I will see some more functions I would explain you. Set seed I have explained you. Match and percent in percent. These two functions I will tell you. I will tell you here in this script itself. So you see I am making one vector with few letters and one specific character $, and one numeric 1. And I run this. And I will show you. So I'm getting KJ $1 FK. And if you write the small letters in R, you will get all ABCD in small. If you write it capital, you will get the capital alphabets. So why I am making another vector with letters? So there are the 36 alphabet, 26 alphabets of the English, A, B, C, D up to Z. Now I want to match and X, Y. I am writing match function I am using. So it will show us the position where it is matching. So the first I just delete this. I again run these two so you could better understand. You will not get any now you see K is where here. So what is the position of K? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th position. So it is saving, it is showing that first letter of the first vector is matching in second vector at 11th place. Does that make sense to you? Second character is matching on 10th place, J. Third character, third element, which is $, is not matching anywhere. So that is NA. 1 is also not matching in Y. F is matching at 6th place. And K is matching at 11th place. Does that make sense to you? Match function. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we could do match Y comma X. We have taken the X comma Y. So this A is not matching here. NA. B is not matching, but F is matching at 5th place. Okay. So in this way, it will give us second, its function is the percent in percent. Percent in percent. So X percent in percent Y, it will give us the logical response, true and false. The first is matching or not matching. Second is matching or not matching. If matching is true, not matching is false. Look at here. K is matching, true. J is matching in Y, true. $, is not matching, false. 1 is not matching, false. F is not matching, true. K is not matching true. Is it clear to all? X percent in percent Y.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Suppose I want which is matching X percent in percent Y. So I will use the square bracket, and before that I will use the first vector. Okay, always write the first vector. So the what are matching, it will show you. K is matching, J is matching, F is matching, K is matching. Okay, it will show you the characters which are matching. In the first we have seen the match, it is giving us the position only. Position of the second vector where it is matching. And the second percent in percent just we have written, so it is giving us the true and false. When we have used the square bracket with the first vector name before it, okay, and we are now we are getting the which element are matching, the value of the element we are getting here. Okay, suppose I just make X percent in percent Y. You know that it is the true and false. I give some object name to this T. If I run the T, I will get the true false. Okay, this, and I convert this in a numeric, S dot numeric T. You see what I am getting? 1 and 0, 1 for true and 0 for false. So we could convert this in binary format, 0 and 1, S dot numeric. If you have the logical, if you convert the logical, you will always get the binary, 1 and 0, 1 for true and the 0 for false. Does that make sense to everyone? Here I will show you which function. So which function, we know the letters means all the 26 alphabets, and which letter is equal to K. If I write the which letters equal to K, it will give the logical equal 2 times. So the 11th, that will give me the position of the 11th element is K. Okay. So this is the same thing. We could you could work on this, and X I have given this, and you practice on this, and then you could do it better. So which function is for that person? It will give us the position. Okay. Later on, I will tell you sort and order function, which is very important. Okay. Suppose I am making a sample, letters 1 to 10. Okay, letters 1 to 10 means A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, up to 10 letters. So letters 1 to 10. 1 to 10 here is I have given the position, so I will get the proper sequence A, B, C, D, E. Okay. And 100 times. Here I will get some first 10 letters in a different sequence, and 100 times it will be first maybe J, C, and then A and B, in this way, whatever. Replacement true, because this is the small 10 or this is the hundreds, we have to always replacement true. And I will show you. So we are getting this A, E, F, G, B, in this way we are getting. Okay. Now use the sort function, sort X. See what happens now. It is arranging the sequence. First arrange A, then B, then C, then D. Okay. And if I write the order X, what will happen? I am getting the number here, but it is the alphabet, so it is the position. So position of first A is here already first position when I order it. Okay. Second A is at the 27th position here. That is the 27th position comes here. Then 62 position. Does it make sense to you? So it will give us the position. Or if you want the values, the same process we could use like sort X, we could get through the X order X. We will get the same output as sort X. Okay. So these are the functions, the basic functions, basic syntax. And we could also use the decreasing true if you write, so it will give in a different way. I will just show you that also. It will be the highest would be first, and it is the decreasing order. Okay, it is a decreasing order. Then there is a reverse function. Suppose x I am taking 1 to 10 and I reverse x. So it is a 10, then 9, then 8. It is reversing, flip the vector. So it is the reverse process. Okay. Tomorrow we will see some more functions and we start the univariate analysis tomorrow. I think it's too much for in the one session. I have shown you so many functions. Some of you may be confused. The first time it happens. Mr. Mukesh, are you there? Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm here. So we are done with today's program.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So great. All of you, I kindly request, please fill up the form, and those who want to get the certificate of the workshop, this is very useful. And also it will be take you to the next level of the workshop, which will be starting most probably next week, R2. And we will be finalize the date, maybe mid of the week. And the course fees will be almost same. But you need to qualify before, that to join that program, R1. So please fill up the form, get the certificate, get the study material, get the video recording the session. This is kind request. It helps us also to run the show, because it's a nominal fees which helps us to run the organization, because there's lots of people working behind this workshop to make it successful. Obviously all credit goes to Dr. Parmar, but still that there's a team members which works. So anyway, let's connect tomorrow again on time. 5 o'clock will start, and please join on time, all of you, so that you don't miss the things. I see that there's lots of people join a little bit late, so I kindly request all of you, please join on time. Send me the WhatsApp link. Okay, I have already shared, Dr. Khalid, on your mail. You have sent us the mail. I have already shared. Okay. I hope you. Mebratu, you can just mail us with your all requests which you have just posted the message. Kindly mail us.
Hello, Professor.
Yeah, Mebratu, you are from Ethiopia. I see that you have requested something. I kindly request mail us on our email box.
Can you send me her email?
Email ID?
Yeah, because
it's very simple.
I don't know the email address where I can send my message.
1 second.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope you are doing very fine, and I like the training, and it's very hot topic for researchers and
yeah. Thank you. There's lots of people from Ethiopia has done the training with us. So
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
wonderful.
So shall I send my message by this email?
Yes.
Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Yes. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Let me wait.
WhatsApp link, Dr. Khalid, I think we have shared you on the email. Please check your email box. You will have the WhatsApp link of the this workshop. Thank you. Anything else? you have any queries, mail us, call us on WhatsApp, message us. We'll there to help you. All right. So let's connect tomorrow again. Have a nice evening. Bye bye for now.
Okay, bye everyone. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Bye,
Okay,
bro.
thank you.
Okay.
Okay.